This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2007 Ford F550 crew cab. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel, four-wheel drive. It's an XL, which is vinyl seats, vinyl floor. It's a work truck, obviously. Dual rear wheels, got a nice utility bed on it. Has 178,000 miles. It belonged to a company called Houston North Pole. Basically, they're a electrical pole setting electrical company in Houston. They have tons of commercial trucks. This one happened to come up for sale. Once they get to a certain age, they have to move on to the next ones for insurance, for all kinds of different reasons. Whether they're good or bad, they just get rid of them. We get them here, we do a 2-hour inspection, driving, in the air, fluids check, blah, blah, blah. And this is what we found. It needed Rotella oil change and a filter. It needed new coolant, air filter's new, 2 batteries are new, and charge the air. We ran a Carfax on it, very boring Carfax. 1 owner, no accident damage. That's about it. I'll show you real quickly that stuff. Basically, it's just, I mean, this is all just boring. Some service, 136, some big service, blah, blah, blah. They probably did most of their service in shop, but every now and then they went to the Ford dealer and did some. Let's see. And there it is. That's when they got rid of it right here, or they filed for their last title in February of 2015, and now we have it. So basically that's it. I mean, it probably just spent the last year just sitting in their yard till someone decided that they'd rather have the money than the vehicle. That's what we have here. So I'm going to walk around. Obviously it's got work related dings and dents and blah blah blah, and I doubt anyone really cares about that, but I'm still going to show it. My brother will take this thing out next and take somewhere between 60 and 100 pictures. The pictures, you know, you can click on a little device that will allow you to zoom in. You can see there's a little dent in that front bumper. Cosmetically, if you're into cosmetics, it would be stupid to buy this truck. In the first place, it's a work truck. So I'm not going to dwell too much on the cosmetics because that would be stupid. But, you know, if you're worried about cosmetics, you know, check the pictures. And probably don't buy this truck because it's just a big old work truck that runs great and it's four-wheel drive. All right, that is what it is. You can get some dents down here and whatever. Nice little dent right there. Who knows? They probably had something laying on top of the bed and it whacked into the cab. Runs great, you know. But like I said, it's a work truck. Jason's opening up all the doors for me here. There's that. You can see tires. You'll see some before pictures. You'll see that this bumper was really pushed in. We actually dragged it out a little bit so it would be more of a step, but you could barely even step on it before. You put your foot there and you couldn't step on it, so we pulled it out a little bit. You'll see the before picture, so please take a good look at those. Also, there's 4 pictures before it even left Texas. It looks basically the same except for that bumper is a little bit better. There's no miracle there. There's your tires. This box. There you go. I'm going to fire this thing up. When I do that, we're going to go under the hood and we're going to look at both fenders. Let's see if I can get the miles to come up here. There you go. 178,062 miles. We're going to look at both fenders, looking for Ford stamps. That'll show you that cars haven't been replaced in the front end. Should also have 2 little Ford stamps on both sides of the core support. I'm also going to have, Jason's already taken the oil cap off. No blow-by. Ford stamp there, new battery here, Ford stamp there, Ford stamp right there, and Ford stamp there. For the front end, everything's original. I doubt if they crash the front end, they'd replace anything anyway. It's a work truck. But it is the original stuff, so there you go. The floor looks good. Unusual for the seats to be in such good shape, but they are. Scoot up here a little bit. Get some air going because it's 5,000 degrees. It's almost October here in Tucson, and we're going to try to get to 100 today again. All right, let's see. There's all your trailer stuff there. Let's see what else. We got tow on and off right there. All right, let's see what else we got. Air's working and all the settings. I'm gonna put it there because it's frickin' HOT.
Having fatal thoughts of suicide.
Oh yeah, there you go. Radio works fine. It's unusual. This thing does have a CD player. It does have air conditioning. It does have cruise, and it does have tilt, which makes it a above average work truck. Usually they don't have tilt, cruise, or any of that fun stuff. I'm gonna put it in neutral, and I'm gonna put it into 4 low. Now we're in 4 low. Put it into drive. That's drive. That's definitely 4 low. And reverse. And that's granny gear. That 4-wheel drive is the real deal there. And then we're going to go to 4 high. Now we're in 4 high. Now we're going to go to drive in 4 high. That's drive. That's reverse. Alright. Now we'll go to neutral. Back to 2-wheel drive. Now we're in 2-wheel drive. We'll go for a ride. Get the air. Maybe the air's hitting the microphone. Alright. Alright. If you come to Tucson and drive it home, which you're welcome to do, we will charge tax and dock fees. Dock fee is $250. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So, if your state tax rate is 3%, you'll pay 5%. If it's 0% like Alaska, you'll pay 2%. Simply add 2% to your state tax rate and you will have the answer for the taxes. And then add $250 dock fee. That's only if you're going to drive it home. Okay, if you're going to come here and pay for it and drive it. If you pay by wire and ship, all you pay is the agreed upon price and that's it. There's no tax, no dock fees. We'll fill out the title in your company's name and or your personal name and put the address on it, notarize it, sign it off to you. We'll scan that notarized title into your online file, so you'll see it immediately. Then we even scan in the envelope we mail the title to you in. Ships out, title will probably be to you before the truck does. And you take the truck and the title in, and whatever fees you have to pay to get plates on your truck in your state is what you do. That's if you pay by wire and ship. Let's see. $500 is the deposit. Once we have an agreed upon price, you know, we go back and forth normally a couple times. This one may be pretty quick. Work trucks like this, especially utility box trucks, 4-wheel drive utility diesels, go pretty fast, and a lot of times people just snap the actual price because they don't want to risk somebody doing the same thing to them while they're negotiating. That happens a lot with these unusual big F550, F450s. They're pretty rare to have at the price we're going to be selling this for, and people know that. But if we go back and forth and we come to a price, get your deposit in, please. Don't waste our time playing on the computer. I'm going to click this and bid that and then disappear like a girl. Alright? I mean, it's not like it's going to slow us down. Somebody else is going to bid on it, man up, and pay. So, please get that done. Let's see. Boy, this thing runs good. I'm going to take it here on the frontage road and get it going highway speeds. Runs and shifts great. Air's blowing ice cold. 4x4 obviously works great. I haven't found anything that doesn't work. I would say that it probably needs a set of tires. It's mostly the rears at some point. They may be okay to drive home on the interstate, maybe not. You might want to look into that. If you go to discounttire.com, they have a location here in Tucson that's at what is it, Oracle and Prince, basically. It's very close to us. If you buy tires for it, over the phone, they'll give you about a 5% discount and you won't pay taxes. We'll get it over to them before you come to pick it up or before it ships out, and that'll be handled, okay? I don't know. I don't know if I'd bother with it. The thing runs good. It doesn't have any vibrations. I don't know. Take a look at the pictures of the tires and see what you think, and do what you need to do. Warranty. This thing is way out of warranty by miles and year. The people who built this truck at Ford, the engineers, the designers, didn't know what was going to happen to it after X amount of miles or X amount of years, which is why the warranty voided at that point. If they knew it would go 300,000 miles in 15 years, then they would have given it a warranty like that. But they didn't know, so they didn't do that. All right? So basically what I'm saying is we don't know more than the people who built this truck. At some point, this truck could have problems. It could have a problem the day you get it, or it could have a problem 5 years from the day you get it. We don't know. If we knew what was going to happen to every vehicle we bought, we would avoid the bad ones and only buy the good ones. And then we would be the richest people in the world. We'd blow by Trump and Soros and all those people. We would just be buyers for all the big car companies, used car dealerships, and we'd be rich in a week, loaded rich, okay? We don't know that. So I'm not going to tell you that this thing's not going to break in an hour after you get it. So there's risk involved. If you're not willing to adopt the risk that, you know, you might need to buy an injector or an air conditioning compressor or a radio, or then don't buy this truck. Go buy a brand new one. You'll have warranty for bumper to bumper for 3 and 36. And when that's over, you'll owe 40 or 50 grand, and you'll be out of warranty. You know, there's a give and take. All right, we do a lot of risking when we buy these, knowing that, you know, we may bite off more than we can chew. You need to do the same thing. You need to think about what you're doing and ask yourself if you can do that. If you can, I think this is a hell of a truck, obviously. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it today, that's for sure. 6.0s are, their weakness, as everyone knows, is the EGR cooler. We do offer for $1,900, if you want to have it done, add $1,900 to our agreed upon price, and we will get a bulletproof EGR cooler installed along with a Ford oil cooler. That includes all the fluids and gaskets and all that stuff. That's a smoking deal. Integrity Diesel here in town is ripping people off left and right. $4,500, $4,000. I mean, even people who don't buy vehicles from us can get that done for $29,000. If you buy a vehicle from us, it's $1,900. If you bring it in off the street, it's going to be between $29,000 and $35,000, depending on how busy we are. So if you want that done, if you want that peace of mind that that's not going to be an issue, then we can do that for $1,900. That's in the ad, right in the middle of our ads with 6.0s. So, you know, you may want to consider it. It doesn't need it. I mean, it had zero blow-by. It runs and drives great. Everything works. You know, I've seen them go 500,000 miles without needing it, and I've seen them go 25,000 miles and need it. It's just very random. I would say, you know, not to worry. And if you are, $1,900 is a cheap way to not worry. Anyway, that's all. Thank you for your time.